Hi everyone, my name is Mayanta, and I'm a I'm a user experience designer. So basically, I actually build applications and web applications and websites. Um, I actually use platforms called XD, Adobe XD, just to build a UI. Also, I'm a brand developer. I build brands, and yeah. Also, I'm also other skills that I'm a design. I'm a design thinker. So yeah. I have grown a lot. Um, yeah, I've grown a lot, starting from adjusting to this new norm. Obviously, pandemic hit, and it felt like my arm was bending in a different way. So, but how do I to adjust that through that pain, and also how to I also obviously I had a side hustle. That side hustle died because most of my clients had to shut down the businesses and some of them shut temporarily. So now that's where I started, like, how do I make money? Basically, that how do I make more money, and then how do I how do I stay calm in this situation? How do I actually have a healthy, just like healthy mentality, and like obviously exercise and everything? How do I live? Like how do I basically be kind of comfortable in this whole situation? So I started from learning, getting a new skill, learning from digital, like, okay, fine, what's happening there, from selling products in person to able to sell products online, and also just monetizing and leveraging the content that I have, leveraging like obviously my skills, like obviously leveraging everything I have, and also building new, just building new networks and building, let's say, new partnerships. And yeah, and through podcast and through social media, yeah, that's me basically. Also just from having, let's say, fatigue or imposter syndrome, and I had to be a master, like I had to master my own self. I have to master the way I think, like just to tell myself, yes, you can do this thing. Yes, you are actually like, okay, snap out of it, do this. Yeah. The skills I've built, it's actually, first of all, obviously how to approach brands and how to tell them what's what as a creative, and to tell them what's what about what's happening, and also learning about different like countries, how do they monetize and how do they like leverage their content. And from, if you actually look at TikTok, young people are hungry. Look at TikTok, what's happening. Young people are building content almost every day. And then obviously TikTok is actually incentivizing them with something. But also, if you look at that, the way they build that, they build this content for their community, and then like it's massive. And also, if you also look at podcast, what's happening in podcast is like this new industry where even people, even us, like we're still finding out. I don't call it as an industry as yet, because we're still finding it out. And as we build, it's more like this place where some brands and agency and corporates, they don't understand, like they actually haven't discovered this thing. It's actually a big thing. There's like a huge community, and there is also podcasters who actually have a good content, but yet they have no sponsors at all. And then like it's like that we actually, myself, learning about these things, and also being on Twitter almost every day, learning and also sharing content, and just sharing and also learning about new things, about like how do we educate, like how to educate first creatives on how can they monetize their content, how they can actually build communities first, understanding building community. Then you actually have to build your community, then you have to like also commerce, and like that whole thing, like first, like how do creatives, how can they can make money out of their own content, because some of the creatives have actually given up, and like it's obviously sad, but yeah. Started with this project, Our Labs Radio. Since I joined that project, I was I literally, there's this one evening where I took my notepad and I started just writing down just the ideas on my, just just put them on paper. And then actually when I joined the Our Labs Radio project, they were already in a sprint, and I was like, snap, okay, let me add more to this. Like everything I had, I've actually put it in that project, ideas and everything. And I was like, okay, cool. And then actually those ideas came alive through that project. And I said, okay, this is how we can actually monetize this. So I had to first measure like the ROI, like, okay, cool, fine. How do we get sponsors? Like, how do we move from this? And then also it's that, it's just to tell them, for the brand and also for the website that they built. I was like, okay, cool. Then instead of asking for our use, just to tell them, like giving links to our users just to go to the Spreaker, why can they listen to these listen to our podcast through the platform, and then they can see everything within this platform. So even more than that, yeah. So for me as a person, I'm actually, there is brands I'm actually partnering with, actually working with them still. We're getting things done, so we're just planning a few things. So I'm hoping, yeah, we're gonna launch soon. But for me, just always knocking doors. So confidence and confidence, one, two, trusting, believing in myself. And after that, believing in my skills. First is to know yourself, believe in myself, and just kind of knowing your skill that you can do it. And also, it doesn't matter what people say, just do your thing. And then if there is no, I don't believe in failure. It's more like, okay, it's a mistake, cool, we have learned from that. Maybe I'll find a way how we can do better next time. That's me. Yeah. How can people overcome fatigue? That's the most important thing ever. Okay, in this time, from 2020 till 2021, from entrepreneurs, we're gonna start from entrepreneurs. In South Africa, we only show the wins. Okay, fine. Let's say Calvin and his team, they did this perfect. It's a win, but they didn't actually show the process, which means. When I say the process, I think they didn't show the days that the hard times, the failures and everything, those hard times, we never show that. So by always we never talk about the thing. Also, it's more like some other entrepreneurs, even creatives, it comes to a point where they see, let's say when they see Calvin winning, or maybe Hendrik is winning, or maybe Dalen is winning. That's actually when it gives they get imposter syndrome, fatigue. How do I do this? There's so much pressure, and it's the beauty of the process. We don't show enough of the beauty of the process of okay, I've went through this and I've struggled there, but this is how I actually overcome it. So instead of showing only the wins, why don't we show just the process? How was the process? Literally, how was the process? Because that's how we can actually eliminate that fatigue from entrepreneurs and from creatives. Sorry about that. So that's how we actually need to do that. Because also I understand there's also imposter syndrome for creatives, and then it's important that they actually should know when this it happens sometimes because of doubting yourself, say, okay, no, I'm not able to do these things, because maybe you see someone, maybe your peer, you think it's he or she is better than you, but it's more no, it's more you just need to believe in yourself, start believing, talk about how you feel, go find a mentor, ASAP. Talk about how you feel, how you're feeling. It's important. Let it out. It's because at times these things get so, it actually gets so too much to a point that it creates depression and anxiety. So that's why it's important that we need to talk about this. For me personally, I had obviously imposter syndrome, and then also birth out anxiety. But then again, I realized in that midst of it all, I had to talk about it. My mentor had to tell them, listen, this is how I'm feeling, and this is what I'm going on. Like, this is what's happening, so I need help ASAP. Even by talking or just speaking, having a conversation one-on-one, it actually something will remove. I'm telling you, it's actually, that's how it actually you're gonna help yourself. And also, believe in yourself. Look at what you're doing. Believe in what you're doing. Build. Just don't stop building. Do not stop building. Build and continue building. And obviously, if you look at the wins, yeah, it's winning. But take it as, like, be happy if that person wins, and then also you're gonna grow as a person. So if you're actually happy for that person, you're gonna grow. Don't take it as I'm behind or I'm not doing enough. No, just continue building. That's like the beauty of it. And also, yeah, I understand in South Africa we don't talk about the thing, which means the process, the beauty of the failures and everything. But I feel like it's important to document that and then just let the entrepreneurs and creatives know this is what we went through. And then yes, Victory Lap, we have it, but this is what we went through. Advice for young people. Is that it starts when you get bored at home. I'm gonna start there. The moment you get bored, you don't know what to do. Sometimes you don't have resources or equipment. Find yourself a mentor. 2, challenge yourself. Like the things, like if you actually look at something on the TV this week and then you think, oh, that kid or that child or that kid or maybe that guy or that girl, she's way better than you. I would say, like, not really. But the thing is, for you as a young boy at this time, as a young female, get out there, do things, like challenge yourself, like meet new people. When I say new people, don't go around your circle. Be outside your comfort zone. It's going to be uncomfortable, but I promise you it's going to be worth it. And also, it is important for you, like, we live in this, like, it doesn't matter if you're from Mitchell's Plain or Kailicho or anywhere, you can still do it. Like, it's, when I say you can still do it, I mean, get out there, talk to people. You have social media. You have, like, from Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. Instead of following the cool things, the brands and the shoes, but follow people who actually inspire, like things that actually is going to feed you, like things that, when I say feeding you, says content that's actually going to, like, that's giving you ideas, getting you to build things. Build something, even though people says, nah, it's not really like you, maybe there's something wrong with you. Continue building, just build something. When I say build something, just build. Also, before you build, find something, like, look around you. What are people really struggling with? What's the pain? What are the pain points of your community? Like, what's going on? And then find a solution for that. And then if you don't know how to, do it, basically, there is companies, there's also organizations that will actually support you. And also, like, I'll urge that you research, like, do a lot of research in terms of, like, if you build something, find research, like, go out there, because I've seen, like, there's people on Facebook who have, like, so many numbers of, like, followers and everything, but they're sitting with that huge package, but they don't know how to monetize it, they don't know how to leverage it. So that's why I said, it's either just follow people who actually, like, follow people who are also in those industry, follow people who are actually doing already things, and then do not be afraid to ask questions. Ask brands, approach brands, agencies, etc. Approach them, and then when you do approach them, yeah, just let them know what you do, and then what you want to do, and then they're willing to help. Trust me, yeah.